TNT Tuesday. The Rising Stars roster is revealed. Then LeBron is under the lights of Madison Square Garden.
It is electric.
And Denver clashes with New Orleans. Lakers, Knicks, Pelicans, Nuggets. Coverage begins next. Presented by State Farm on TNT.
The last few days, we've all been checking our calendars because we are closing in on history. And tonight, the King returns to the Mecca. LeBron James closing in on that all-time scoring record. How much closer will he be after facing the Knicks tonight? And the back-to-back MVP and style god Nikola Jokic looking to get the Nuggets back on track against the Pelicans. It's Tuesday night. It's the NBA on TNT. Welcome inside Studio J, NBA on TNT pregame show presented by CarMax. The whole gang is here to witness history. It's Candace Parker, it's Jamal Crawford, and Channing Frye is joining us.
It brought me up from the other side.
Welcome. I'm Lefko, and you may be wondering, man, Shaq looks different. It's because there is a winter storm going across the South right now, and our very own Dr. Shaquille O'Neal could not get up here because the airways were frozen, and apparently he's driving. But we do have Shaq on the phone. Shaq, this is really just a wellness check. Are you okay?
No, it's the picture for me.
I'm doing fine. I'm doing fine. And Shannon, do not get comfortable in that seat.
No, I'm good. I missed you on Diesel's Dunks today, big fella.
Have fun tonight, but I'll be back. I'll be back.
Take some rest.
I think it's because Shaq's been losing all these bets lately. He just didn't want to come and face the music. So, Shaq, what, your plane just couldn't get off the ground?
No, that's not the case. It's that it was very icy here in Dallas. And, wanted to be safe. So, moving to another location to try to catch a later flight. But don't look good. There's a lot of accidents on the highway.
All right, be safe, please.
Shaq, please be safe. We love you, big fella.
Yeah.
Love you, big dog.
All right.
All right.
Man. All right, Shaq, get out of here. We've had enough. Also tonight, because usually Shaq and Jamal in the back, they have their own DJ contest.
We got our verses.
Well, we have Shaq's playlist tonight for passing the aux. So coming out of commercials, we're gonna save it for later. We were gonna do it tonight, but we're gonna save it for later because we want Big Diesel to be here.
Yeah, it's only fair. I think I'm winning the battle right now, too. Candace, am I winning?
Yeah,
I
win it right now.
That's what it is. He's missing out on that. By the way, Eagles are in the Super Bowl. All right, let's do one-on-one.
And so are the Chiefs.
I like the Chiefs. One-on-one with CarMax, new segment. And we want to ask this question: how will LeBron do in Madison Square Garden? I've heard this storyline my entire life. Players get up to play in the Garden. Here's what he averages: just over 28. This surprised me. Out of 28 games at the Garden, he has only gone over 40 two times. 2008 and 2009, and no player 38 or older has ever scored 40 or more at the Garden. The highest was Michael Jordan, had 42 at 35 years old. I didn't realize that you were Jamal's rookie with the Knicks back in the day. Because you're the guest here.
Oh, thank you.
Did you feel opponents change their level of play against you guys in the Garden?
Oh, for sure. Their outfits were different. They would act different. They would shoot. I remember when Kobe had 81, and I think we were the next one, and we were like, listen, we can't let him get 81. So he got 62. We're like, thank goodness.
Wow.
Yo,
I forgot he had 62.
They just show up and show out. Somebody's hurt. 62. We had nobody was guarding that. He was slapping Spike. It was just like he was at home. It was crazy. People act up at the Garden. It's a challenge, but it is an honor to play at the Garden and be a part of the Knicks organization.
Yeah, it is. I was traded by then when he had 62, so I didn't see that. But I was there when he had 20. He scored 20,000 points, and he was the youngest to ever do it. And just the energy, it's electric. And everybody looks forward to the Garden. You never know who's going to show up, but you're the star of stars, and they're watching you perform. And he went in there and put on a show like everybody does. LeBron's going to put on a show tonight.
And I'm with you, because LeBron, anytime you tell him he can't do something, the last time,
He's gonna do it.
the Clippers, right? He'd score 40 on every single team except for the Clippers.
Yes.
Scored 40 on the Clippers. And then now you turn around and say that nobody except for Michael Jordan has scored 40 in the Garden at, older than 35.
That was 35, yeah.
So I'm going for, and he's rested. He's going
The
for
fact that he rested against the Nets is interesting.
Going for 40.
We are at 117 points for LeBron to pass Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
Is he going to do it tonight?
That's pretty good. The schedule is interesting coming up. It's Pacers-Pelicans, and then here next Tuesday night against the Thunder, and then Thursday against the Bucks. We all know about the scoring. I want us to point our attention to another statistic that LeBron might shatter tonight, which no one's talking about, which is the fact that he is 7 assists away from Mark Jackson and 8 assists away from Steve Nash. So we're all talking about points. He might become the 4th all-time in assists the same week that he will become #1 in points. You're saying, wow.
I mean, you couldn't dream this up. Like, he exceeded expectations 10 years ago. Literally. And the fact that he's still doing this, you see he has the bounce. Like, he's going to put on a show tonight. I'm guaranteeing it. I think we're all in for a treat. But the fact that he's going to be top 5 all-time in assists the same week, like, that's incredible. We will never see a storied career from start to finish like this in our lifetime, I don't believe.
And listen, they say never change. And LeBron, you see him with the Scully, with the wave cap. He's never changed. He's aging. He's aging backwards. Obviously, he's doing things that we never knew he could do. But coming into this league, passing was, like, court vision was LeBron's thing, and still is. He's still one of the best passers ever in the history of the game. But to think that, he got criticized for overpassing, but now he's about to break the scoring record. I mean, it's unreal.
I just think it's his mind, right? The game is so slow. And you hear these stories about, like, Bron's memory of, like, repeating a whole quarter. I think his ability to get these assists it's so simple to him. He's like, okay, the first quarter, I know Channing likes to use these plays, and I know, Tristan or Kevin needs these plays, and he'll just hit you. He's like, Channing, next time, set the screen this way. And so for him to do that consistently is wild. And for him to slow the game down even more at this age because of his dedication to his body, but his mind is still going like he was 20 years old.
Was there a pass early on that surprised you at the level where you're like, I didn't realize who I was playing with?
I'm going to tell you this. He hit me with a Hadouken off a Street Fighter one time.
He did what?
A Hadouken.
Hadouken?
Yo, I was in the corner, and I'm used to, Steve Nash put that thing like pillows, right?
Yes.
He hit me with one of these over the top, burnt the skin off my hand. And it was just like, shoot it. And I shot it. I probably missed it. But he was just like, hey, you got to be ready. I missed it. I wasn't ready. I came from Orlando. I wasn't getting to rock like that. It's a little different down there. But, like, he put that thing on the money every single time. And to understand how big he is and how tall, you think, oh, I don't, he doesn't see me, I'm open. That thing is coming at you like a meteorite.
Yes. I think what you just said, Steve Nash.
Yeah.
So, like, he could pass Mark Jackson at MSG, which is pretty special. But Steve Nash, I mean, think of the dimes that guy made, and LeBron will finish possibly tonight with more assists than Steve Nash.
That's unbelievable. One of the highest IQ guys we've seen that we'll ever see. And the fact he can still wear a do-rag and work
Hey, I'm going to tell you, he got a freshie.
Iconic.
He got a $200 new work cut. I'm telling you that.
Like, never change. 18 to 38 years old, 20 years later, still rocking the do-rag.
I just want to pull this up. If we could pull up the Western Conference standings, because as much as it's been incredible to watch the Lakers, there have been some calls as of late that haven't gone their way. I'm not saying that's the main reason they're sitting there in 13th place. They're not even here in the top 10. The Lakers, though, Anthony Davis, he's been starting to come back. The Lakers have had 25 different starting lineups thus far, most in the NBA. But now they got Rui in there for a few games. Anthony Davis, I feel like another move is still on the horizon. I feel like everyone loves to say you don't want to see the Lakers in the play-in, but what are the realistic expectations, not just for LeBron, but for this team moving forward?
Well, first, the West is wide open. They're 3.5 games out of 5th.
Wow.
Like,
yeah, so if that Boston game goes the other way.
You're in 13th place, and you're 3.5 games out of 5th place. AD has missed a significant number of games. LeBron missed a significant number of games. Russ is settled into his role. So I think if you're the Lakers, you're looking at getting through All-Star and then coming out with a vengeance at All-Star. I think that we say nobody wants to see LeBron AD in the first round, and I really, truly believe that. I think it's getting there healthy.
for me, the West is wide open. And I think all of us fans are going to benefit because the West is so open. Everybody feels like they have a shot right now. The Lakers are a piece away. If they continue to build and make it a sprint at the end and, win these close games, I think they can do something in the playoffs.
I just think if AD can be, he is the guy for me. AD is unstoppable. The times he's played, he has shown up and shown out. And so for me, it's like, if you could just tell Bron, hey, we just need 90% from you. We're going to establish the post with AD. He's going to take advantage of that 5 position. That's where the Lakers are dangerous. Let him get his legs underneath him. Let him get healthy. And I think they're going to make a run.
Yep, Lakers right now 23-28. We will see if they can turn it around starting at the Garden tonight. Daniel saying what we're all thinking.
You're right.
Shaq just don't want to go to work.
He called it a sick day, but we didn't get the memo.
Listen, he's going to have to make up those hours somehow. TNT Deportes. We are 21:45 away from tip. Do not forget to order your Game Time favorites through DoorDash for tonight's doubleheader.